Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Good morning. Hope everyone are doing good. And I hope you had a nice week also. Huh? Good morning. Priyanka, Manisha, Prashant, everyone. Hi, Azam. Priyanka, how was your project? Deal done. So it's still in final phases. So proposals, SOWs, we will call SOW scope of work. So those are all done. It's in final stages. You remembered, huh? Nice. Okay, so good that we all gathered together again. And can you please remind me what did we discuss in our last class? Huh? Cloud was done. Lambda also done. Okay, so that was done. So I think you guys have completed all the practicals. All are all up to date. Super. Okay, ma. So what we're gonna do today is we completed EC2 CloudWatch, right? And then the next probable next service that we could take is, Nana, we know EC2 is completely manual thing that we go and set up, we deploy, we configure, we maintain, everything we do it by ourselves, which is another service which is easy and quick deployment of our applications. Beanstalk. Which one? Beanstalk. So should we talk about Beanstalk? Yes. So in EC2, we went and we deployed, right? We launched EC2 instances. We configured, we create launch templates, we create load balancers. We did everything manually, correct? If you don't know how to deploy, right? And if you want easily and quickly deploy the applications, so which is a service that we can take? Elastic Beanstalk. Don't call it as EBS, you call it as Elastic Beanstalk. So let's talk Elastic Beanstalk. Okay. Okay, ma. So can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well online? So Elastic Beanstalk. So if someone asks you what is Elastic Beanstalk, Nana, tell me what is the definition that you say? Elastic Beanstalk is used for easy and quick deployment of application in AWS. So that is the only one line is enough to say what is Elastic Beanstalk. So if you go, if anyone asks deeper, then let's go today and discuss what are those deeper things. So I'll say here, Elastic Beanstalk is used for easy and quick deploy of applications in AWS. And also, do you remember I said this Elastic Beanstalk it worked as a platform as a service? So remember platform as a service, what are we responsible in platform as a service? What is customer is responsible for in platform as a service? Application and data. Very good. application and data. Hi, Divya. I'm good, ma. Thanks for asking. So platform as service. Platform as service, meaning we are responsible, customer is responsible for what? Application and data. Are we responsible for the operating system? Are we responsible on the servers? No. Here also in Beanstalk, we need to worry about the EC2 instances in the servers? Oh, by the way, what is the backbone of Beanstalk? EC2 only, no. So do we go and launch an EC2 instance by ourselves? No. We will instruct, we will command Beanstalk. We will command Beanstalk saying that, hey, Beanstalk, I need this. That's it. And Beanstalk will do everything for you. And here in platform service, we are responsible for application and data, correct? Application plus data. So this meaning we need to have application or not? Who is responsible for application? Customer only, no? So we need to have our application ready with us, right? So we need to have application and data with us, and the platform is completely managed by AWS. What we just need to do is in Elastic Beanstalk, you need to keep your application ready with you. Who will give the application to you? Developers. Who will give, Nana? Developers. Are you responsible for developing the application? No, you are AWS engineer, not a developer. So developer will develop the application in which language? Any kind of language. Does our Beanstalk support all languages? Yes, it supports .NET, Python, right? Java, whatnot, everything it will support. So based on the application the developer has developed, what the developers will do is they will say, hey, Babu, AWS engineer, take this application, please deploy. They'll say that, take this application and please deploy. I'll write here, see. So by the way, Elastic being, what is the backbone of Beanstalk? Backbone of Beanstalk is EC2. Should I tell you one good thing? Beanstalk is free. Abba, smile on the faces. Huh? Free meaning we always get smile on the face. Huh? But remember, TNC apply. What TNC apply? Terms and conditions apply. So there is star mark. See here, Beanstalk is free, Nana. That means if you are using Beanstalk, the whole Beanstalk console is free. But what is the backbone of the Beanstalk? EC2. AWS will charge for EC2. Abba, correct? See, the AWS will charge for the EC2. But EC2 is chargeable for us now? No. How many hours are free? 750 hours are free. So that means indirectly Beanstalk is also free for us. But after 1 year, it will be charged because it is, you are going out of the free tier, no? So in real time, so Beanstalk is charged, but Beanstalk is free. But whatever the Beanstalk has launched resources in the backend, those will be charged. Like if Beanstalk has launched 10 EC2 for you, 10 EC2 will be charged. Beanstalk has created load balancer for you, that will be get charged. But now at the moment it is free. So I'll say here, Beanstalk is free. So let us take one customer here. Whose name should I take? Give me a name, no? Okay, Lakia, Priyanka. Okay, so I Priyanka. Okay, Priyanka. So I don't draw the diagram, but that's fine. So let's say she's Priyanka, and assume Priyanka has what in her hands? Application plus data. So developers, what they did is, assume Priyanka is an AWS architect or AWS engineer in the company. Developer came and he or she said, hey Priyanka, we have application ready. Can you please help us to deploy in AWS? Yes or no? This is the ask that developer has asked to the Priyanka. And Priyanka said, yes, sure, why not? So Priyanka will ask, hey, your application is developed in which language? It can be any language, Java, .NET, Python, etc. It can be any language. That will be a zip file or not. Your application is a zip file. Developer, what will give? He will give the zip file to you. He will give the zip file. Now, Priyanka as an AWS engineer, she got application in her hands. And what is her task now? To deploy on AWS. So I told you, Nana. So there are multiple services we can deploy the application. What are the services? One is no. The question here is in AWS, if you have application in your hands in AWS, which are the services is used to help you to put your application? One is EC2, another one is Beanstalk. There are two services, no? One is EC2 and Beanstalk. So now Priyanka has two options in her hands. What are those two options? One is EC2, another one is Beanstalk. One is EC2, another one is Beanstalk. So we have seen end-to-end on EC2. Which one we need to talk about now? Beanstalk. So assume now Priyanka has selected Beanstalk. So you know the clear, what is it? Cloud Shell. Sudhanshu, Cloud Shell. Why you got Cloud Shell here? Okay. Is that Cloud Shell? Okay. So now we have EC2. Nana, remember, do you know the difference between when to go to EC2 and when to go to Beanstalk? You know the difference or not? So if you want to manage everything manually by yourself, then which one would you choose? EC2. And you don't want to deploy, you don't know how to deploy, you just need to configure and then set it up automatically. Which one would you select? Beanstalk. So now we have done already EC2, no? Should we go and talk about Beanstalk now? Yes. Beanstalk is all about configurations. Do we do any work in Beanstalk? No. So what we need to do? Only configurations. We need to instruct Beanstalk saying that, Babu, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. That's it. And then last, click a button. And whatever the configurations that you have given, based on that configuration, automatically Beanstalk will do the work for you. That is called platform as a service. Beanstalk will ask, Babu, give me the application. Do we have our application or not? Developer has given our application, no zip file. So Beanstalk will ask, hey, Beanstalk will, hey, give me the application. So you have the zip file, select it, upload it. That's it. And it will ask, which platform? Your application developed in Java, which platform would you select? Tomcat. If your application is developed in .NET, which platform will you select? .NET. Your application is developed in Python, which platform would you select? Python. As an AWS engineer, you should know. You just need to ask developer, Babu, in which language you have developed your application. Simple. And rest everything you need to configure on the Beanstalk. So do you all agree Beanstalk is all about configurations? Yes. Let's talk about this. Beanstalk is all about configurations. You know how to launch an EC2 instance, correct? You know how to launch an EC2. What are the things that is required to launch an EC2 instance? What are the things that you have selected? You select. Tell me from top to bottom. First, name, AMI, VPC, AMI, key pair, subnet, security group, volumes, antena. That's it. Instance type, etc. Yes or no? So all these things we select in the while launching the EC2 instance. Here also, Nana, Beanstalk need to go and launch an EC2 instance only. No. How does it launch? It will launch like a magic. No, right? You need to give the configuration, right? All these configurations you need to give it in the Beanstalk. Now assume you have given the configurations to Beanstalk. all configurations, whatever is required to launch an EC2 instance, all information you have given. And it will ask upload your application. Upload. Do you have application with you? Yes. The zip file that developer has given. So that zip file, a Beanstalk will ask, Babu, upload the zip file. You have uploaded. Now, you have given all the information. Now we have something called deployment modes. What are those, Nana? Deployment modes. So this Beanstalk has deployment modes. There are mainly two modes. One is, okay, I call it as deployment modes, or I call it as presets. What is that, Nana? Presets. Say that. Preset. Say that again. That word is important because in Beanstalk, you will see this preset concept. What is that? Preset. 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 That meaning the name is clearly saying preset. Set is already set. Before you do everything, it's already preset. So preset is like a template, no? Can we say preset is like a template? Yes. So there are different templates here or different presets here. Number one, we call it as single EC2 instance preset. What's that, Anna? Single EC2 instance preset. As the name clearly say, how many EC2 instance we will launch? Only one. If we have a requirement to have only one EC2 instance, then go for the single EC2 instance preset. So what does it do? If you select single EC2 instance preset, it will go and launch how many EC2 instances? Only one EC2 instance. It will launch the EC2 instance, and whatever the zip file that you have uploaded, no, that zip file will be uploaded and deployed here. Application is deployed automatically. Application deployed automatically. This is what preset is this? Single EC2 instance preset. What is that? Single EC2 instance preset. And online, are you getting? Are you following? Super. Nice. Single EC2 instance preset. In this, how many EC2 instances will be launched? Only one. No, one is sufficient. One is sufficient? No. One is always danger. Yes or no? Because there is any high availability there. If that EC2 instance goes down, your entire application is also gone. So what you need to do is now, there is one more preset, call it as high availability preset. What is it? High availability preset. High availability. As the name clearly say, high availability. That means do you have the high availability in there or not? High availability meaning you have only one EC2 instance or multiple? Multiple. So high availability meaning definitely you need to have a load balancer or not? Yes. So if you select high availability, Nana, if you select high availability preset, automatically what will be created? Load balancer will be created, and how many EC2 instances that you have already mentioned in the configuration, those many EC2 instances will be launched. And this will be done automatically. Do you create it manually? No, Beanstalk will do it automatically for you. Which type of load balancer that we select all the time? ALB. So you have application here. Nana, if required, can you have auto scaling on top of it? Yes or no? Yes. So what preset is this? High availability preset. Auto scaling. Let's say, for example, now I have a requirement which is not production for testing purpose. Which one do you choose? Which preset do you choose for testing purpose? Single EC2 for QA purpose, testing purpose, development purpose. Which one would you choose? Single EC2. If you want to go to production environment, which one would you suggest? High availability. This is for prod, and this is for dev, tester, QA, etc. I know you got it. Do you remember in starting days, we discussed about pricing models, EC2 pricing models? Huh? Tell me one by one. Sir, 1 week gap, sir. Huh? Let's see that injected or not. First one, bolo, on demand, reserved, spot, dedicated host, dedicated instances, capacity reservation, savings. Fantastic. See, it has gone nowhere. Everything is in brain. Very good. Very nice. Okay. So here, can Beanstalk will offer two models. Beanstalk will offer two. Which one is the as usual model? Normal model is on demand. Yes or no? A normal model is on demand. And another one which it will support is spot. Which one, Anna? Spot. So it supports two models. What are those? On demand and then spot. So whichever that you are interested in, you can select. On demand, spot. So how many presets that we have learned? Two. What are those? Single EC2 instance preset. Second one, high availability preset. There is another preset, custom preset. Which one? Custom meaning not difficult. Custom meaning custom. Custom preset. Custom preset. Which one is this? Custom preset. Custom preset meaning, as the name clearly says, customized preset. Which one, Anna? Customized. Let's say Beanstalk will do everything for you, no? Everything meaning everything. You don't need to do anything there. Automatically, security groups will be created. Automatically, load balance. Automatically, everything will get created. But if you say, no, I want my own security group. I want my own VPC. I want my own key pair. I want my own subnets. I want my own stuff, everything. Then which preset do you select? Custom preset. Which one, Anna? Custom preset. Getting it? Right? So this is called custom preset. Custom preset meaning your own VPC, your own security group, your own key pair, own stuff. Own stuff. That is called custom preset. Nana, is this clear? So when you're configuring your Beanstalk, this is Elastic Beanstalk. When you're configuring Beanstalk, you need to select platform or not? You need to select a platform. What are the platform it support? Tomcat, Node.js, Python, Go, Docker, .NET, etc. It supports so many platforms based on the application that you have selected. I mean, based on the application that is deployed, you need to select the platform. Nana, is this clear till here? Everyone online? Any questions? CC online? Okay, so now we have discussed what is Beanstalk, what does it do, and we have discussed about the presets. Now, let us discuss about the architecture of Beanstalk. Which one, Anna? Architecture. Let's go slowly. Let's talk about architecture. Elastic Beanstalk architecture. Okay. In EC2 service, what do we launch? EC2 instances. In S3, what do we create? Buckets. In RDS, what do we create? Databases. In CloudFront, what do we create? Distributions. Remember all these things, right? So here In Beanstalk also, Nana, if you go to S3, what do you create? Buckets you create. No, similarly, as you're going to S3, and what is the first thing that you need to create? Bucket. Similarly, here also in Elastic Beanstalk, whenever you go to Elastic Beanstalk, the first thing that you need to create is application. What is that? What is that, Nana? Application. So the outer layer of the Beanstalk is what? Application. What is the first thing that you need to create? Application. That doesn't mean that you're putting application. You are giving the name of the application. You are giving the name of it. It will ask, create application, give the application name, give the application name. And inside that, you create environment. What do you create? Or you can say environment. R should be silent if required, right? What is that? Environment. So first, what do you create? Application. Inside it, what do you create? Environment. Now, in one application, in one big flat, can we have multiple bedrooms? So your big flat is like an application. Inside bedrooms are like environments. Can we have multiple environments in one application? Answer is yes. So you create an application, and inside the application, you have what, Nana? Environment. What is there inside your environment? Your website will be there. Your EC2 instance will be there. So now you have EC2 instance. EC2 instance on top, you have environment. On top of it, you have application. That is like a shell. You know how shell we have, right? So if you have, so in between what you have, Nana, in the center, EC2 instances. On top of it, it is environment. On top of it is application. So you have one application. In one application, let's say, for example, application name is like HR application. Inside this, can we have multiple environment, multiple applications here? One environment contain salary related website. Another environment contain admin related. Another environment contain leave related. Remember, understood, right? So you have one application, inside you have multiple environments. And what does the environment contains? EC2 instance. What does the EC2 instance contains inside? Application. Don't get confused with the application, and the top or outer layer is just a name. The outer layer is just a name. Where is your actual application? Inside your EC2 instance. So how do you access the application? So whenever you create an environment, no, that environment will have the DNS name. Environment will have the DNS name. So environment domain name, what we call here, Nana, environment domain name. This will be generated by whom? Beanstalk. Do we do anything here? Nothing. So what you need to do in Elastic Beanstalk is, first what you need to create? Application you need to create. Inside that, what do you create? Environment you create. And inside the environment, you need to tell you want to have single EC2 instance preset, you want to have high availability preset. If it is single EC2 instance preset, how many EC2 instance will be launched? Only one. And then when you're configuring the environment, it will ask now upload your application zip file. You will be uploaded the zip file, and you have selected the preset called single EC2 instance preset, and then boom. And then submit it. Automatically environment will be created. Automatically EC2 instance will be created. How many? One. And automatically you have uploaded zip file, no? Beanstalk will take that zip file and it will go inside, it will deploy everything, and finally it will give the URL. What URL is that? Domain URL. Environment domain URL. Your application is developed in Java. So which platform you need to select? Tomcat. So while creating the environment, it will ask all these things. You select particular things and automatically click on enter, automatically it will create everything. And if you want to access your application, how you access? Using domain URL. Using what URL? Environment. Once the environment got created, you will get the domain URL, no? That domain URL you need to access it. You understand the architecture? I'll put the same thing, whatever this is, I'll put it in the diagram format. So what is the outer layer? Super. This is the application. So this is the application. So it's like a name. What does the application contain, Anna? Environment. Can we have multiple environments? Yes. Environment. So what does the environment contain inside? EC2 instance. EC2. What does the EC2 contain inside? How do you access it here? You have a domain URL. Similarly, like this, can we have multiple environments today? Yes, you can have multiple environments. Each environment contain its own application or not? Yes. Super. And why you have only one EC2 instance there? Because we have selected which preset? Single EC2 instance preset we have selected. So in single EC2 instance preset, one environment contain how many EC2 instances? Only one EC2 instance. Cool. Assume this is HR application, right? And this is related to your salary module. And this is related to your admin module. You're grouping it. That's it. Okay, Nana. So you understood? Similarly, can I have one more application? Can we create multiple applications? Of course, yes. I can create one more application here. So, and then here you have environment inside it. But this environment contain load balancer. Oops. Load balancer. You have EC2 instances. So this is application load balancer. You have application inside it. Application. And if required on top of it, can I have auto scaling group? Yes, auto scaling group, we can have it. This is environment. And it has its own domain URL to access it. Which preset is this? High availability preset. Can you have multiple environments like this? Yes, I can have multiple environments. Clear? Okay, Nana, is it clear? Looking like a wow. Online, is this clear till here? CC, Nana, offline, clear everyone? Okay. So now, see here. So assume, see, listen, careful, very, very important. So we have application inside it. These developers will keep quiet. Now let's say, for example, you have your iPhone. So which iPhone you are using? If anyone is using latest, right? Which one is the latest? 15. Before it was 14. Why they have released 15? They call it as new version, but you know what is the actual reason? In 14, they might be having so many bugs. What they do is they will clear up all the bugs and they call it as new update. So it is not like completely new features. It's just like whatever they have the issues, they'll fix those issues and they'll release a new version. So assume here also you have the version called version 1 application. Developers will develop version 2 also or not? Yes. Assume developers has reached you saying that, hey, AWS engineer, you already uploaded version 1. Now I have version 2. Take the zip file. Latest version 2.zip file. Take the zip file and please update it. That's what he's saying. Yes or no? Yes or no? So the existing version 1 that this customer is using, now we have the version 2. Developer has given the version 2. You have version 2. Now you need to deploy version 2. Nana, you tell me now here, will you go and deploy on this EC2 instance one by one manually? Who is maintaining this EC2 instances? You are Beanstalk. Yes or no? You are Beanstalk. Beanstalk only. Is it good that you go and log into the EC2 instances and then you do everything? Remember, the main core fundamental concept of platform as a service is what? We know need to maintain the servers. Beanstalk will maintain everything. Getting it? So what we need to do is, Beanstalk will say, let's say, for example, if you are going and logging into the EC2 instance, Beanstalk will say, Arey, oh, Babu, hello. Don't go and calicify the EC2 instance that is handled by me. What do you want? You will say, hey, I have zip file version 2. Can you please help? And Beanstalk will tell, give it to me. Right? So the latest zip file, there is a button called upload and deploy. There is a button called upload and deploy. If you click on it, it will ask, give me their full zip file. Take this version 2 zip file, upload it. Beanstalk, now Beanstalk will go and do the work for you. Beanstalk will go and do the work for you. Will you go and do the work manually? No. Who will do it? See how automated is this? Otherwise, in EC2, what you need to do? You need to go manually and do it. Otherwise, you need to use DevOps CI/CD. If anyone knows that concept. CI/CD. What's CI/CD? Circle inspector. No. Continuous integration, continuous deployment. CI/CD. What do we say? CI/CD. By looking your faces, I want to tell you one thing. You slowly took a Linux class from me one day. So I'm giving one super offer. Okay. For my students, for you, from me, in Riyaz sir style, one day DevOps class for you. Okay. Confirm jailaga. Right? So I will give you one day class for you, but it just like, remember, it just like, because that is one day class. Generally, DevOps classes will be how many days? See, more than 60 days. No. So don't expect that 60 days, everything in one class. Okay. So what you can get from that class is, you will not be new to the DevOps anymore. You will not new to the DevOps anymore. So Riyaz sir class students, what they'll do is they will also sit in front of the DevOps people and talk about DevOps. One day with that one day class. Okay. So not now, but when we finish everything, then if time permits, then we'll go for it. Okay. Okay. So for that reason, we have something called CI/CD. What is that, Nana? CI/CD. CI/CD meaning continuous integration, continuous deployment. So that meaning here, that is completely DevOps concept. Let's not talk about DevOps concepts here. But here, who is doing CI/CD for us here? Beanstalk is doing CI/CD for us. Generally, we have another tools called Jenkins. There are so many other tools out there that will help us to do all these things. But here, Beanstalk will do. But now the question here is, the question here is, no need, Veera. The question here is, let's say you have given version 2 zip file to Beanstalk. Babu Beanstalk, take it, do the work. But Beanstalk, let's say how many EC2 instances are there here? How many are there here? 3 are there. So now Beanstalk will go and deploy on all the 3 machines at the same time, or it will do one by one, or it will do batch by batch. How? Yes or no? That's a question or not? So let's say, for example, I have dairy milk chocolates. You are sitting here. Now let's say I got a big bag of dairy milk chocolates. Now what do you think? Sir will give to individual persons. Sir will just give for everyone, just he'll throw like this. Or first line by line he will give. You will have that discussion or not? Definitely. Here also in the Beanstalk also it has the same discussion. But so for that we have something called deployment options. What is that? Deployment options, or you call it as policies, deployment policies or methods. Anything is fine. So deployment options, deployment policies, deployment methods, anything is fine. So this Beanstalk has deployment options. The first deployment option here it is all at once. What does that say? That as the name clearly says, what does it do? All at once. All at once meaning how many EC2 instances are there? On all the EC2 instances at the same time it will go and deploy everything. Understood? So if you do like this, this is a certification question here. Should I ask you? In Beanstalk, if you are using all at once deployment method, do you have the downtime or not? Do you have a downtime or not? Obviously, yes. Yes or no? You have a downtime, because if it is deploying in all the machines at the same time, which machine is ready to support to give response to the customer? Everyone are on the same work to update their version 2, right? So you have a downtime or not? Yes, you have a downtime. Do you have any? Okay, downtime. Okay, now all at once, and another one we call it as rolling. What is that? R should be rolling, Annamacha, right? Rolling. So what is rolling meaning? What is rolling? One after the other, one by one. What is that? One by one. So I have these 4 EC2 instances sitting in front of me. 4 EC2 instances. So if I want to update, all at once I'll update. All at once I'll update. And you have a downtime or not? 100% downtime. Now, if you have something here rolling, meaning I'll update this first person, next EC2, next EC2, next EC2, one by one. That is called what? Rolling. In the rolling, do you have a downtime? No downtime. No downtime. And then rolling with additional batches. What is that, Nana? Additional batches. So rolling with additional batches meaning, let's say you have many EC2 instances, so many, let's say 20, 30, many. Instead of going one by one, can I go batch by batch, group by group? First 4 update, next 4 update, next 4 update. So like this, you can go with the additional batches. So this is called here rolling with additional batches. Any downtime? Any downtime? No downtime. And then here we have immutable. What is that? I want you to listen this carefully. Immutable. online especially. Immutable meaning, let's assume we have load balancer, EC2 instances. On top of it, you have auto scaling group. What do you have? Can I call it as current auto scaling group? That is already running. So now, if you go for immutable, the concept is it will not touch the EC2 instances inside the current auto scaling group. What does it do is it will additionally create a temporarily auto scaling group. What does it create, Nana? Temporary auto scaling group. It will create a temporary auto scaling. Assume, right? It will create a temporary auto scaling group. So this beanstalk will launch EC2 instances inside the temporary auto scaling group. Beanstalk will launch EC2 instance inside the temporary auto scaling group. That EC2 instance contain version 2 directly. Which one, Nana? So now I have a temporary auto scaling group with EC2 instance with version 2 application or not? Yes. Everyone, is this clear till here? Now, how many auto scaling groups are there? 2. One is current auto scaling group. Another one is temporary auto scaling. Which one has the latest version? Temporary auto scaling group. Which has the old versions? Current auto scaling group. Now, what will happen is if you select immutable, what it do is from the temporary auto scaling group, this EC2 instances in temporary auto scaling group will be moved to current auto scaling group. EC2 instance in the temporary auto scaling group will be moved to current auto scaling group. And in current auto scaling group, we have the EC2 instance which has version 1. Those will be terminated automatically. You understood? Nana, you understood? So version 2 in temporary auto scaling group will be moved to current auto scaling group. In current auto scaling group, as we have version 2, do we need to version 1 EC2 instance? Those will be terminated. And we have pending temporary auto scaling group will be there. No, do we have any EC2 instance there? No, that temporary auto scaling will also get deleted. Now we have only current auto scaling group with the version 2. You understood? You understood? Online, is it clear? That is called immutable. What is it, Nana? Immutable. Do you have downtime in this case? No downtime. And latestly we got traffic splitting. What is it, Nana? As the name clearly says, what is that? Traffic splitting. So I can split the traffic to the EC2 instances and the other EC2 instances, I can take it down. Simple, right? Do we have any downtime here? No downtime. Clear? Is it clear, everyone? CC, any questions? Most. It's purely depend on the requirement. If you have, let's say for example, if a customer says that downtime is okay, then which one would you go? All at once. Rupali is asking, rolling with additional batches, rolling, bit confusing. There's no confusing there. Rolling meaning one after the other, one by one. Right? I'm giving the updates to individual persons one by one after the other. All at once meaning everyone at the same time. Rolling meaning one after the other. And additional batches meaning group by group. 4 people at the 4 EC2 instances at the same time I'll update. Not me, I meaning here beanstalk. Next 4 will be updated. That batch size you can give, how much size it is. Okay, Rupali? Traffic splitting is just your traffic, you're splitting the traffic to the few EC2 instances and other EC2 instances, it can be taken down. Okay, ma? So now, Priyanka. Immutable he asked. That's why I said, if you don't concentrate, immutable is no. Okay, as this guy asked, let me repeat it again. G1. Okay. Load balancer. EC2 instances. Auto scaling group. I call it as version. I could have put this in the first time only, no? Okay. This is called current auto scaling group. Okay. So I have version 1. Okay. I want to update this. So which is the concept that you use for this? Immutable. What is that? Jevana, immutable. Immutable, what does it do is, you tell me Nana, what does it do now? It will create a temporary auto scaling group. Temporary auto scaling. And the EC2 instance will be launched here in temporary auto scaling. Which version will be there? Version 2 will be there. Version 2, version 2. So now, once the version 2 is there, what will happen? This EC2 instance will be moved here to current auto scaling group. Once it is moved, what will happen? This will be terminated. And version 2 is moved, no? After this, the temporary auto scaling group will be terminated. And the current auto scaling group will contain only version 2. This will be done automatically by the beanstalk. We don't need to do anything here. So actually, we know to go even this much deeper. As we know, right? We will go deeper in every concept. So here, there will be a drop-down box in beanstalk. Select all at once, rolling with additional batches, immutable, travel splitting. You just need to select the option and then boom, enter. And automatically, whatever we have discussed, that will be implemented in the backend. So I cannot stop saying you one more, giving you one more topic here, which is not in beanstalk. So now we have discussed so many methods here. What are the methods that we have learned? All at once, rolling with additional batches, immutable, traffic splitting. 5 methods I told you. Should I tell you one more method which is not in beanstalk, which I use in the real time? I meaning here myself and mostly in real time. Okay, should I tell you that? With that, okay, let me give you the scenario first. Understand the scenario first, then then you'll say wow. Understand the scenario. Now assume I have an application running on Java. Which platform? Tomcat. Okay, na? Tomcat. I have Java application and the customer is using that. That meaning here we need to create an application in Beanstalk. Inside the application, what we have? Environment. Inside the environment, we have EC2 instance. And which platform is this? Tomcat platform. And the application is developed in which language? Java language. And how the customer is using this application? Using domain URL. Okay, na? Everyone okay, na? Okay. Now, developers has decided one bhayanak thing. Developers said, customer said that, hey developers, or hey company, whoever it is, I want a drastical change. Please change complete look of the website. So what the developers did was, they also came up with the extraordinary plan, thinking that they don't want in Java, they want to move it in Python. The application is developed in Java. Now they want to migrate the application to which platform? Python. So the application is also in which language? Python. Is it easy job? They need to recode everything. Yes or no? And they need to change the platform. Yes or no? It's a big update or not? No, everyone, is a big update or not? But customer says, within a blink of eye, I want that update. Within a blink of eye. If I close my eyes and open, and if I refresh my browser, I should get a new website. Completely look and feel change. Completely different platform. For customer, does it require what platform? Which no, he required just only the application. So this is application upgrade and also platform upgrade. Yes or no? I'm taking two things here. I can taking two things. One is application upgrade, platform. Application upgrade will be done by whom? Developers. Platform upgrade will be done by whom? AWS engineers. Should I take this complex scenario? Huh? Okay. Assume developers has developed in Python next version, and they are given to you. So now I understood everything. I need to put it in paint then only, because you got habituated, no? Okay. So this is, what is this? This is a super. This is a application. Inside the application, what we have, Nana? Environment. Inside the environment, what we have? Huh? EC2 only, no? Environment. This is EC2. And it contains version 1 application. Yes or no? And which platform is this? Tomcat platform. Okay, na? No. How do I access this application? Using domain URL. So I have this scenario like this. Everyone, understand the scenario first. So I have the application, I have the environment, and environment contain application, and in which platform it is running? Tomcat platform. Okay, na? Now I want this to, let's say you need to do application version 2 you have. Now you got which one? Version 2. So we have the deployment options or not, which is given by the Beanstalk. What are the deployment options we have? What are those? All at once, rolling with additional batches, immutable, traffic splitting. Okay, so we have this. Now, see here, all these things we'll go and do on this environment. Yes or no? It will go and disturb this environment or not? Yes or no? You understand my question? If I want to upgrade from version 1 to version 2, it will go and disturb the existing environment or not? 100% will disturb. But what I want to do here is, if we have only application upgrade from what, let's say, for example, this scenario is, let's say your application is working on which language? Is developed in which language? Java. Java, which version? Version 1. For example, version 1. Now in the same Java version 2, developer has given, can use this deployment option and upgrade this to version 2? Yes. But the question here is, now application is moved to which language? Python. And platform is in which language? Which platform? Python. Is it possible to deploy it on the same environment? Not possible. So what I do in this case is, if I want to do anything on this environment, there will be a downtime. customer will really feel bad. What he want is that too, he said, blink of eye. Go and hit the eye first. He always close the eyes, then you can do the upgrade, right? So what he'll say is, customers are very nasty, This 1 week I was like, see, you see my eyes, black spots under my eyes, right? So these customers, you need to have a very strong heart to deal with the customers, right? See, obviously, generally, if you go to Charminar or wherever it is, let's say that guy will say, then you guys say, Anna, how much is this? He'll say 200 rupees. Anna, can you give it for 10 rupees? So as a shopkeeper, will he scold you? He should not. If he's cold, what will happen? He will not get the girak. I mean, the right sale will not happen. But so he need to talk nicely. No, not for 10 rupees. Let's do for 150. Then slowly you start bargaining and deal with 100 or something. There too much fellows. People ask for 10 rupees also. Not then shopkeeper will scold. Right? So here also, if I want to get a project from the customer, for whatever the thing that he asks for, we'll say, yes. Even though if that upgrade is, that ask is very nasty thing also, what we'll say it is, yes. Okay, so that is when you got experience, you'll get all these knowledge. So the problem here is, Nana, I want in Python. Customer wants it in which language? Python. So what I do is, can I do the changes on the existing environment? No. What I do is, Aram say, happily, I'll go and create one more environment. Any problem? Okay, by the way, customer is here. Customer is accessing which URL, which environment? This URL is asking. Yes or no? Okay. So this URL should not get disturbed. This URL is assume boom.com. What is that? Boom.com. Now this domain URL is also nasty URL. Can you do the makeup for nasty URL? Where? Route 53, no. So now this URL is made up here. We have boom.com. So boom.com should get disturbed? No. Boom.com should not get disturbed. So what I need to do is, I'll create another new parallel environment. I'll create environment. Aram se, right? In which platform I'll create this? Python. Aram se. Any problem to the customer? No problem. Let's go and launch Aram se EC2 instance. Beanstalk will go and launch EC2 instance. This is EC2. I have application. Which version? Version 2. On which language? Python. Aram se. No issues. Does it has a domain URL or not? It has a domain URL. Aram se. I have set it up. So now we have old cake, new cake. So which one would you like to eat? New cake. So customer want to access the new cake, but within a blink of eye. This is the problem. So now we have the two cakes ready. The only thing is, we need to slap the customer and say, push, move your head to the new side. Yes or no? You need to move to the new side. So here, just like Robo. So here we have the new environment, no? And customer said that within the blink of eye. No, Beanstalk is giving one extraordinary feature. You know what is that? Swap URLs. What is that? Swap URLs. Swap URL. Swap URL meaning customer is accessing what URL? Boom.com. So whenever the customer is accessing boom.com, it will come here. As we have already swapped, the request will go to here. Not blink. If we stare it also like this, if you refresh, you will get the new update. Not within the blink of eye. Within fraction of milliseconds, he'll get a new page all of a sudden. Just imagine your customer, right? And you have upgraded this completely within a blink of eye, everything got updated with new look and feel. How does the customer feel? Extraordinary, no? Looking like a wow. You understand? So elegant, huh? Understood. So this is a thing that I used to do in the real time to impress the customers. Because customer doesn't know what is happening in the backend. Does he know the concept of Beanstack? Does he know the concept of application, environment, all these things? What he needs is from the browser, what he's looking is important. However, you manage your infrastructure, doesn't matter. You understand? So this model is called blue-green deployment model. What is that? Blue-green deployment model. Sir, you have put the colors blue and green. That's why blue-green model. No, the name itself, we call it as blue-green deployment model. Okay. Understood? No? So this one, Beanstack is not providing it. This is manual thing that we need to do. Beanstack is not providing this. This is manual. Is it clear now? So another very good thing is for you. Tomorrow, we'll do the practicals on Beanstack on this model, so that you can catch the real time. Okay. Upgrading to version 2 is nothing. You are updating it, right? But here, we are going for the completely new models. Guys, you have an announcement. Just a second.
Hi guys, good morning. Okay, come to lab. Lab timings are morning 8 to evening 8. Utilize the lab facility. Okay, now you are already started the practicals. Okay, utilize the lab and come and practice. We will there to solve your doubts. The lab timings are morning 8 to evening 8. Okay. Of online session the 2 to 4 and 6 to 7:30. Online lab timing sessions.
So that was the announcement. Please try to utilize the lab. So our mentors is there for you, right? Have you utilized them for your CloudWatch and all? Nice, very good. Sir, in real time, is Beanstack preferred over infrastructure as service? It's not about preferred. It's all about based on your requirement. But there is a disadvantage in Beanstack. Is it possible to do a lot of customizations in Beanstack? No. See, in platform service, that is a problem, no? So the backend platform is maintained by whom? Provider. But here also it is maintained by the AWS only, provider. Can you do a lot of customizations? No. But whereas in EC2, can you do your own customizations? Yes. So if you have that kind of requirement, probably, then go for it. Otherwise, it's your choose only. But in real time, as per my experience, so people go with the EC2 only, because in Beanstack, if you have a very not that much customizations, if it just is a direct things, then go for Beanstack. We are also using Beanstack in our companies. Now, you understand what model is this? Blue-green deployment model. What model? Blue-green. This model you will be hearing many times. Remember this. What is this model name? Blue-green deployment model. So tomorrow what we do is we'll do the practicals on this Beanstack. Okay, ma? Any questions online? Ask questions. Meanwhile, take the screenshots. Okay. Many people sent emails to me. I saw your emails, sir. Where are you missing, sir? I'm not missing anywhere. Okay, I'm here only. So I understand some people, the wordings I laughed when I was in sir is sir. Everyone communication issue, right? Some people say, sir, we are missing you clearly. Sir is missing. Sir missing. Sir missing. I'm not missing anywhere. I'm here only, but I respect your feelings. I understand. Okay, take the next. Okay. Next. You want Picasso? Yeah. Hold on. Take it. Okay. Done. And the last. And many people ask my new batch, when is it? Because your friends are waiting. No. So my new batch is on December 7th evening, 7 p.m. Okay. Those who are asking. Okay, ma. All clear? Everyone, any questions? You understood today's topic? Okay. Sir, please start one DevOps batch. No, AWS only. Okay. Can I get the final CC for today, please? CC with smile. Nice. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with this Beanstalk practicals. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.